We had to conceptualize like our own image and logo, etc. And the image that we have for the Black People's Day of Action, some of you may have seen the flyer, is a snap of the march within the womb of a sister. And I'd like Brother ShakaRa to speak to how he actually conceptualize that and give it form in terms of the image that we see today. Brother ShakaRa.
Don't worry. First of all, I can't take full credit for the idea.
No, we talk about the person who conceptualized. We are here. We speak for us.
You know. No, but I mean, in terms of so the idea was born out of I believe it was a conversation between yourself, Sonia Yishibah, and Brother Aisha, who basically came up with the theme. A theme for the march being centered around mothers, because obviously part of our commemoration is those who perished in the New Cross massacre, and we also have many incidents of police brutality and what they call black on black violence and so on and so forth. And when we lose our people, we recognize that they leave behind families, friends, and so on and so forth, and nobody will feel it more than a mother. In terms of our commemoration, we look at those who perished in the New Cross massacre, those who perished as a result of police brutality, and the many other ills that within our community, the so-called black on black violence, that takes our people from this earthly plane in tragic circumstances, and that's part of our commemoration. But we recognize that whilst we look at their own spirits, we have to also acknowledge the fact that they have families that remain on this earthly plane who need our love, our support, and deserve our recognition. Their stories need to be told, and as a part of our commemoration. And so that's the concept that I got in terms of nobody will feel that more than a mother who has lost their child. And so looking at just that mother energy in terms of that aspect, but also the warrior mother energy in terms of it takes a warrior spirit to be able to fight and come through that. And that element within all of our movements, the African womanhood has played a major key role in that. And so basically, when I got that concept, and two things that came to mind was rebirth of a nation and the image on the flyer in terms of having a womb pregnant with a nation, because this is what it's all about. And I felt that that just came to my head, and I said it in the planning meeting, and people agreed with it. Went away, did a version of the flyer, and looked for input, and based upon that and the input that I got back is what you see today. And I think what it did was merge all of the motto in terms of commemorate, evaluate, organize to liberate. In terms of, so we look at the mother principle in terms of commemoration, in terms of the warrior energy, but in terms of the rebirth of the nation, in terms of that's what we're about, nation building, the National African People's Parliament. And so it was really we are all as iNAPP part of the womb at the moment, pregnant with a concept that we are trying to give birth to. And so it was, I suppose, again, good training. Growing up in an organization, you have to just find these skills and put them to good use, and so that's what I try to bring to iNAPP. And it was really it was very much the inspiration that I got from hearing Brother Aisha relay the concept. And that's just what came out.
Okay, thanks. I mean, Brother Aisha is here in the studio, and he's at the moment doing the filming, but like he is a member of our team. His public face is his public persona profile is media assassin extraordinaire, and within the team itself, he's the one who comes up with some of the most off-the-wall revolutionary ideas. And we have to have the balance to kind of rein in, chop here, and say, okay, let's hold that, maybe that's for the war, that's for the battle, this is for now, and then kind of reshape it. But I certainly appreciate his ideas because he keeps things fresh, and he was the one who was going on about rebranding, and I kept saying, look, we got to rebrand, but we got to keep a thread to the tradition. We can't cut off the root of the tree. So it's all about keeping balance. But I said, Brother Aisha is not just someone who is behind the camera, but he also comes forward with some formidable ideas. And once we all chip in and give it shape, then it becomes something that's collectively owned, and that you, the public, are able to share and appreciate.
Definitely.
Okay, I'd like to thank very much Brother ShakaRa. If you could stay on, you could still chip in. But for now, I would like to play another track, and then I would go over to my sister, who actually I call her she's like I don't know, I call it sort of the kind of glamour queen of the medium publicity
The mother.
She has a kind of ambience.
iNAPP next top model.
Yeah, exactly. Yes, iNAPP next top model. She has just this kind of ambience about her that, but I'm telling you, don't be fooled, because when she comes through, she lethal, Okay, so you're better. That's one of the weapons, actually. Yeah, all glamour, she little, but she talawa. You see? Okay, I walk. Okay, so at this time, we'll give you a break, and I'm going to play again. Actually, it was one of the managers of the studio who told me that this brother, Ja Melody, is a Trinidadian reggae brother. I didn't even realize he was Trini, so you see, I'm going to big him up big time. Ja Melody, Trini coming through. I love this.